Hey guys, it's Camilla from Code with Camilla. Today we're going to be doing strings part 4, and also we have a new guest today, my brother.
Okay, so we're gonna call you Camille's brother or KB. KB, say hello.
Hi.
Good. Okay, on our previous video, I gave a task to our viewers to write a program that will cut out the last 3 characters of a string variable. And today we're gonna just show the one of the solutions using
Are there
substring.
multiple solutions?
Hundreds. Using substring function. Okay, and how are we gonna do this? Just help me with that.
Well, so substrings you can do two ways. You can just put one letter in it, and it takes that letter, and prints everything, including that letter and after it. And then there's the other one where you can put 2 characters in it, and it starts at whatever character, so let's say you have this, and if you say like 1 and then comma like 4, it starts at the.
That's kind of complicated.
Wait, if you start at, it's going to start at the first character because you type 1, and then it's going to go to the it's going to print 4 characters after that, well, including that.
Yeah, but for our purposes, which substring you're gonna use? This one or just with one character, with one parameter?
I think 2, right?
We want to use with one parameter because we want to just print last 3 characters, and we don't. So all we need to find is where the third character from the right starts. In our case, we know that the third character from the right is, we have to calculate from the left anyway, and we start the position from 0. So count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we do 9, it's gonna print
RLD.
last 3 characters. But we were able to put 9 because we knew the string is hello world. What if we don't know which string comes in? Because it could be a random string. In this case, we still want to find the last 3, the position of the third character from the right. And how we find it?
Subtract 4 from the total amount of characters you have.
Yes. So you will subtract, and we know what's the length of the character, the string, right? So we use which
S length.
length. S length gives you the length of the string. So all we need to find now is the third right character.
So that's going to be -4.
Let's see.
-3.
I'm sorry. 4. World.
Oh, okay.
So probably it's gonna be
-3.
-3. Okay, let's run it. And here we are. We got the answer. So that was the solution for the exercise from previous video.
One of the solutions.
One of the solutions. But what if we didn't have a substring? So how we can cut out the how we can create a string of another string by taking a part of it, like imitate substring.
So basically doing what we just did without the substring.
No, how we can write our own substring function, right? So imagine we had 2 parameters, same as substring function had. Start index, let's put the value 1. We also had another parameter 2. If you remember, the S substring can have 2 parameters, start index and int length. So how we can make another variable as 2 substring start index and length without substring.
Can you run that?
Let's run it and see what it's gonna be. How do you think what it's gonna print?
Well, substring 1, 2.
What it's gonna print?
Yes.
So it's starting with position 1, which is E,
E.
and it cuts 2 characters, EL, so it's gonna print
E.
EL. Correct. So if we didn't have a substring, what we can do using concatenation, right?
I have a question. This new thing we're gonna do, is it easier than doing substring or is it harder than doing substring?
It's harder
So
But-
why are we gonna do it?
because we want to understand how substring works under the hood.
Okay.
So what I would do if I had to do this substring function, I would say using concatenation, I would just go from start index 1 and copy like what would you expect a person to do, right? Cut each character
Mm-hmm.
and add it to S2, right? So I will start with start index, right?
Yep.
And my position should be,
Less than the amount of values in your string.
my position should, so I should stop cutting those characters after 2 iterations, right? So if I start with start index, I should stop at which position? So start index was 1,
2, 3.
so I should start after 3, and it is start index plus length.
Yeah.
And I will do concatenation, and what I'm gonna add a character at this position I, right? Okay, let's look at in the debugger. Let's run it. So as you can see, the first thing it does initialization part. So it sets I to start index, which is
1.
1. Then it does comparison. It checks if I still less than sum of starting index and length. Starting index plus length is
3.
3. 1 is less than 3, true, so it can proceed with this expression. S2 started as empty string, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a character from a string S starting at the position 1.
Okay. So you're going to put E.
So S2 has changed, you see? So now it became E because we added the character at the position 1 to S2. What it's doing now, it's incrementing position, incrementing I,
Mm-hmm.
what it's supposed to do. So I becomes 2. Now it's comparing I 2 to 3. It is true because less than 3. So what it has to do, it has to add character on a position 2 to variable S2. And it does. So you see, S2 has changed. Now it's EL. Now I is getting incremented once
Again.
more. So it's going to become
3.
3. Is 3 less than 2 plus 1?
No, it's equal, so it's not going to increment
So it's a
or
false.
add on.
It's going to exit from the loop. And it's going to print on a screen.
EL.
EL. It did. So this one printed EL. So this is how we can, instead, if we didn't know that there is a substring function, we could do this.
Okay, but. Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
You understand?
But what if you didn't want it to exit at a certain value? What if you just wanted to start from, like, let's say the third character and just keep on going?
So if we want to do substring just with the start index,
Yeah, like the first letter.
what would you do? You should.
Well, you don't need that part.
So you don't need the part where you want to stop,
the
right?
condition.
But you have to stop at some point. At which point you want to stop this?
After the last character.
Yes, and the last character position is at
S length.
S length. So let's run it. Yellow world.
LO.
Now let's do the opposite. If you want to just copy first three characters.
First three characters. Well, start index is starting at 1, but you need to start at 0.
0.
So
So it's always going to be 0. And you stop at
at the third character. At start length plus index. I mean, start index plus length.
but start index is
1.
0.
Oh yeah, 0.
So you all have to do is
Just put length.
length. So if you want to read only first two characters,
Okay.
you start with 0 always,
Uh-huh.
and you just get first three characters. You see, we were able to do everything what substring does
Without the substring.
without the substring. And now I show you the cool thing. In this part, in the third part, you can do multiple operations.
Oh, so you don't just do iteration.
So you can copy this one
Uh-huh.
out of this and just put it here.
Okay. So you don't have to do any condition, it just does it anyways?
You understand what I did?
Uh-huh.
So you just did one line to do substring. One line, it's your whole program. One line. The problem is it's printing wrong characters. Let's see why. When you run this loop, the first thing it does, it increments I,
Mm-hmm.
and then it adds to S2. So if it was starting from 0, then you to increment it to 1, then you said copy character 1.
Oh, and then it's going to character number.
It's because we put in the
Okay.
wrong position. But if we do like this,
It's going to print the right ones. He.
you see it's the position of your
Code. How the computer
Code.
reads it.
it really makes sense, because what computer does, it works sequentially. It does one at a time, and each line depends on the line before. When I see the reason I show you this, when I saw this solution, similar solution in C, it's called, the function was called stir copy. It copied one string from another.
Mm-hmm.
So how we can copy the entire string?
Copy the entire string. Well, you start at 0, right? And then you just copy. Yeah, S length.
So it copies the entire string. When I first time saw this in C language, it's very ancient language, I fell in love with that language.
Mm-hmm.
Because before that I was using BASIC and Pascal, and to do the same thing I would have to write 5 or 6 lines.
Oh, and then you
in-
could just
in-
do it in one.
When I saw you can do it in C in one line, I said, I love this language, every other language is not good, and I'm only gonna write in C. And then came C sharp, which is even better than C. And that's how I started interested in C kind of languages.
Have you ever tried Python?
No.
That's it for today on Code with Camilla. Come back next week for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe.